Whichever stage you're in a coaching practice, the SWOT analysis gives you a snapshot of where you are right now. And for you to consider what are your current strengths. Are you working alone? Are you working with partners? Are you working as a team? Are you working in an organization? Are you transforming things? Hey everyone, welcome back to Coaching Live. So glad you can join us this week. Now, this week we're going to talk about the playbook of coaching business. Now, what is coaching business and why is it so important for you today to scale up your coaching practice? Now, this is not one of those fanciful videos that tell you to invest in funnels, to tell you to invest in more ads. No, it's really about breaking down the business side of coaching and really giving you some fresh ideas and fresh concepts that you can take home and to really craft your business practice. So, from whichever school you are in or whatever whichever practice you've been to and whatever learnings you've come across with, I hope this lesson will actually provide you with greater insights and clarity about your coaching practice. So if you're new to our channel, remember to hit the subscribe button and notification bell to stay tuned with all the latest updates that we have for you. In our channel, we talk about the skills of a coach, the state management of a coach, and also the ability for you to scale up as a coach. And those three are what we call the triune composites for every single coach need to have for them to build a sustainable business for themselves as well as to impact more lives. A coach without a client is not a coach. Very much like, a client is only a client if they have a coach. So today we're going to help you demystify that and help you to unravel how to build your coaching practice step by step. So we do also have other videos that we've created before where you can check them out as well in our playlist section. So do remember to check those videos out on how to create your coaching packages and how to actually start your business from scratch. So this week we're going to look at the SWOT analysis of your coaching practice, the SWOT analysis of coaching practice. Now, for some of you may be familiar with SWOT before. Maybe you're from business school. Some of you have read it before online or maybe from some magazines or from some articles. But today I really want to really come down and really make it narrow for us to figure this out, especially for a coaching practice. So we're going to narrow this down and we're going to narrow our scope, in particular in the application of our coaching practice. So when I talk about coaching practice, I'm talking about people who really are making coaching as part of their business. They're part of their what they're doing, whether it's a sideline or maybe as a full-time career that they're embarking on. So the very first step you want to do is actually do a SWOT analysis of your business, of your ideas, your concepts. So too often I have many coaches come and tell me, say, hey, Jedi, I'm thinking about this niche in coaching. I'm thinking about that niche in coaching. I'm thinking about being a life coach. I'm thinking about executive coach, a leadership coach. I'm thinking about doing all this and that. My question to them is this. Well, as you're exploring all those things, list down what is some areas that you're looking at. So the best way to look at it is actually using the SWOT analysis. So what is the SWOT analysis? Well, it stands for S stands for strengths, W stands for weaknesses, T stands for threats, and O stands for opportunities. So you have the SWOT analysis. Now, it's a really simple process for you to take, and it also gives you a good framework for you to consider really what are the different components in your coaching practice that you want to think about, you want to develop. And at the end of the day, this doesn't give you a foolproof idea, but it gives you some clarity about where you can move forward in your coaching practice. Are you ready for this? Okay, so let's take a look at this. I'm going to share with you what this SWOT actually mean. So we start with first the strength. What is strength? So strengths are when we begin to look at the advantages, the uniqueness, the selling points, the skills, and other factors of your practice. The weaknesses are things that we look at in terms of limitations, lack of effort, problems, poor strategies, and other factors currently. So what we're doing is a current stock take. O stands for opportunities. We're looking at improvements, performance, opportunities, consumer behaviors, and other factors. And T, threats. What are the external troubles, obstacles, competitors, trends, and other factors that you can consider in the process as well. So SWOT, strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So when we think about using this analysis, what we're trying to do is taking a snapshot right now. So whichever phase of business you're at, maybe you're at a startup phase, maybe you're just considering, maybe you've just embarked on a coaching program, like some of my coaches who are just watching this, maybe you just began your mastering coaching program, or maybe you've taken a second program known as Team Leadership Performance Coaching, or maybe you're one of our students in our NLP Performance Coaching or NLP Transformative Coaching program, whichever program you're in, or maybe you're just tuning in first time on watching this video and getting some ideas of what a coaching practice is. Whichever stage you're in a coaching practice, the SWOT analysis gives you a snapshot of where you are right now. And for you to consider what are your current strengths. Are you working alone? Are you working with partners? Are you working as a team? Are you working in an organization? Are you transforming things? So all this will give a very good quick snapshot. So what I want to do here, I'm going to give you some ideas, some concepts that you can use for you to evaluate where you are right now in application to your coaching practice. So, but before we do that, I want you to pen down a piece of paper, get a piece of paper, write them down, write down your coaching. Right? Just put there your coaching and put a specific target that you're actually addressing. For example, it could be life coaching. You're targeting young people who are actually experiencing stress, or maybe they're going through distress in periods of their life, or you're maybe a career coach and you're looking for how to actually provide career coaching for people. Maybe you're thinking about something else. You're thinking about life coaching. Maybe you're thinking about executive coaching. So whatever niche it is, and I'm not. So, for example, you may say, Jedi, what if I'm thinking about being a life coach, I'm thinking about being a leadership coach, I'm thinking about being a relationship coach? Well, do one SWOT analysis for each one of them. When you do that, you're able then to look at it and say, hey, maybe now looking at all these different visuals, I think maybe this is where I want to start first, then I'll go for that. If this doesn't work out, I'll try that. Now, at the end of the day, is there any right and wrong? No. What you want to find is what's best congruent to you, what is most coherent to you, what works best for you. Now, I would say this, all of us have different abilities, all of us have different strengths, so by no means this is a quick fix, but this gives you a snapshot of where you are, so you can evaluate for yourself which are the next steps to go forward. I always encourage this as coaches, as leaders, as speakers. You want to get yourself a coach, a mentor, a business advisor, a consultant to really give you some insights, or find a peer group where you can help to share some ideas and to really have some engagement. Even for our coaches as well, here at Coaching Changes Lives, what happens is that they also get engaged as well in the process as well. And so what they get is that they part of the experience, they get involved with us, and they also get to participate every single month with us to engage in their business of practice, or business of coaching. So this is going to be a very important process for you to consider, right? So your niche, your community, your teams, your mentors, your coaches is going to be helping you through this journey to help you get some clarity of where you're going forward. Now, don't always go try yourself, right? Because one of the things is this, many coaches try themselves and they are trying all the best of their abilities and they're just watching videos and trying their best. But sometimes you need a coach to really guide you through, to ask you the difficult questions, to really prompt you to think, to help you consider different options you've not considered before. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to bring you through the SWOT process of the SWOT analysis of your coaching practice. So I want you to take a piece of paper and you want to pause this video at the right position and then pen down your thoughts and your answers to it, and then go to the next part and then pause and then pen it down. This is going to be an interactive video, so it's not just one video that you just watch one sitting. I want you to pause and re-watch this so you get some clarity along the way. Okay, so let's take a look at the very first one, which is strength. Okay, so strengths. So one, it's what advantages do I have that others do not? What do I do better than anyone else? What principles or values I believe in that will help me succeed? What are some skills I possess that has helped me this years? So these are 4 questions I want you to consider first, and I want you to pen down your thoughts and your answers for them right now. Pause this video, pen them down before going to the next stage. Okay, so let me share a little bit more about what this means. So number 1, what advantages do I have that others do not have? That is your secret edge. That's your secret weapon. That's your secret X factor. Sometimes we call this the X factor that you have that nobody else have. Maybe perhaps it's a particular skill. Maybe perhaps it's a particular feature that you have. Maybe it's your strength. Maybe it's your ability to dance. Maybe it's your ability to convey a message. Maybe it's your ability to text people. Maybe it's your ability to draw, to paint. Whichever it's that unique ability. Don't worry about them. There are 10 other people out there. Now guess what? In this world, there's 7.6 billion of us. So there will be people who also have similar things to you, but they're not in the same niche as you. Okay. So what you want to pen first, it's what is your unique advantage that nobody else have, but you have. Maybe it's your conviction, maybe it's your beliefs, maybe it's your ideals, maybe it's your charisma, maybe it's your values, maybe it's your principles. Some people with a very principled approach, or maybe it's your ability to be very stoic about things. Okay, so those can be really powerful as well. That's your advantage. Number 2, it's what do I do better than anyone else? So when you look around your circle, what is it that you can do better? Now you can say, Jedi, well, I don't really have something like that, right? Because I see everybody doing much better than me, but I'm just average. I'm just an average Joe. I'm just an average person. But you know what? I had a friend whose name is called Joe, and I say, you know what? You're no average Joe. You're in fact super coach Joe, right? And one of the things I say, the more average you think you are, in fact, sometimes the average are always the ones that will succeed in life. It doesn't matter who you compare with, but what's important is you're comparing yourself with yourself. You're not comparing with other people. So what is one skill that you can do better than anyone else can? For example, maybe it's your ability to be more patient. Maybe it's your ability to really hearken and listen to people. Maybe it's your ability to not be so judgmental. Pen those things down. And number 3, what principles or values I believe in that will help me succeed? What are these principles that I hold true in my life that really, really helps me to propel myself forward? What are some of these values that will really empower me, that will really drive me forward? What are some skills I possess that has helped me through these years? So when you look back in your past, what are some of these skills? maybe perhaps it's the ability for me to listen well. Maybe it's for me to articulate thoughts well. Maybe it's for me to be able to rationalize and have a logical discussion with someone else. Or maybe it's for me to be able to hold no attachment to things. Or maybe it's for me to be able to be flexible in my approach to different people. So whatever it is, you want to pen those things down. Okay, so pause this video, pen those things down before continuing to the next part. Are you ready for this? Okay, so pause, take a look at what you've written down. And now let's go to the next part, which is W. Weaknesses. Ask yourself these questions. What task do I avoid because I do not feel confident? What have I been procrastinating on? What will people around me see as my weaknesses? What are some of my personality that might be holding me back? So what tasks do I avoid because I don't feel confident? So sometimes we have certain tasks that we need to do, but we're avoiding it because we just feel that we don't have enough confidence. For example, some people may say, "Oh well, I don't like you, Jedi. I'm not comfortable with putting myself out on the videos and then letting people watch me and stuff." Well, to me, it's this, right? I do these videos and it doesn't matter. I'm doing it in my room, in fact, and with my kids outside, and they may be screaming. You may be hearing some of their screams as well. But you know what? I like to keep it real. I like to keep it authentic. This is not done in any professional studios. I'm just talking from my heart. I'm sharing with you heart to heart, from a coach to another coach as well. So my approach is this, right? Do something that really works for your business. Think about this. What are you avoiding today that could actually help you get better? Pen those things down, because those could be your potential weakness. If you can overcome some of those weaknesses, you are then able to connect with people. So for a long time, people have asked me, Jedi, can you put more videos out there? Because people need to hear your message. People need to hear the message of truth of coaching. Too often, I've seen coaches around blabbing about this is wealth coaching, this abundance coaching, this and that, but they don't really understand what coaching really is, right? Coaching, it's not just about telling people what to do. No, coaching is partnering with someone in a co-creative process to create transformation, and you are the catalyst in the process as well. It's going to be very, very important. Now, number two, which is, what have I been procrastinating on? Because sometimes as we procrastinate, guess what? We're not actually moving forward, we're actually moving backwards, because the things that we can do, we do it not. But the very things that we don't want to do, we end up doing. So we begin to procrastinate. We say, oh, okay, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. Maybe I will wait until I have the right equipment. Maybe I wait until I have the right knowledge. Maybe I wait until I'm ready for me to carry on. Or maybe I must get all my things ready before I can do some videos online. Now, the truth is this, right? I don't have a lot of resources available to me, but I make do with what I have. So I just do simple videos like this. I may not have a lot of editing skills right now. I may not have the time to edit all my videos, but you know what? I believe in authenticity. I believe in purity of words. So guess what? My videos are just one take. I just share from my heart. I just post this up right after recording this. Why? Because I just wanted to have a conversation with coaches out there. I just want to have a conversation from heart to heart to really share what is really on my heart to help inspire coaches to move forward. Okay, so that can be your authentic you. It's fine, right? You can have fanciful videos, you can have, but to me, what really connects with people, it's you being the real you. You can have, I've seen videos on YouTube as well where people, very plain videos, and it's attracted a lot of views. I've seen videos that are very fanciful but very little views. Again, it's not about the view count. It's about who's engaged with your videos. To me, if there's one person who comment below and say, hey Jedi, this video has inspired me, I'm very happy. And what really made me even happy is that when the person tried it out and it works for them, and they come back and share me, hey Jedi, I've tried this out and it really works, and I've created the breakthroughs, like what you mentioned, right? I would love to hear from you, right? If you have watched this video so far and you've been following us on Coaching Genius Lives, do share with us in the comment section below how has this video impacted you and how it has helped you, so that I can know and have some feedback as well, whether this, whether you would like to have more of such videos, you would like to go more in depth in certain topics, or you like to explore certain other topics as well, because I've got so much things to share with all of us here at Coaching Genius Lives. Okay, so next one, it's what are some of my personality that might be holding me back? Well, sometimes we may think, hey, maybe my personality is one of, I'm an extrovert, right? I love to be just loud and share. Maybe I'm an introvert. I'm just quiet. I'm not able to speak out. So could that be possibly that maybe my approach to engaging clients might be different? For example, I know of introvert coaches who are really good at engaging people one-on-one. I know some coaches who are more extroverted. They're better at engaging large audiences, which is fine. Is there a pros and cons to it? Well, it really depends on what your coaching business is, but it gives you a snapshot of things. Okay, number three now, opportunities. What are the technologies I can leverage on to move forward? What are networks I can tap on to expand my reach? Or what strategic insights I can gain from my contacts? And what need in my company that is not being fulfilled? What are some of these opportunities there? What are some of this technology can leverage on? What are some of these networks? What are some strategic insights? What need in my company that is not being fulfilled right now. So these opportunities will be missing opportunities or missed opportunities that I might be missing out. So I'm going to ask you right now, on the piece of paper, pen down, what are some opportunities as you take a pause and take a look at your coaching practice, as you're considering coaching practice, what are some of these things that you might be missing out? For example, new technologies. Well, what are some new technologies you can leverage on? Augmented reality, apps, websites, maybe some lead page, YouTube videos, TikTok, Line, Viber, MeWe, Facebook, Instagram, whichever, right? Or even old school style, having traditional papers as well, because maybe your target audience are on newspapers than they are on social media. So think about this: what new technology? But when we talk about new technology, we don't mean the latest gadgets out there, but sometimes a refresh of technologies as well. Some refresh of technologies may now present a very, very strong appeal. I give an example. Recently, when I look at the music industries, right, fans still buy CDs. In fact, all of us can actually download the songs, right, of our Apple Store or Shopify, or Spotify or Apple Music. But why do people still buy the physical copy of the CDs? Well, because they are fans. You want to have raving fans for your business as a coach. You want to have raving fans. Do you want to have thousands of raving fans, or do you just one or two? Well, to me, it depends on what your coaching practice is. Are you impacting lives one at a time, or are you trying to reach out to many people? What is your purpose? What's your intention? Ask yourself that question. Okay, think about your networks as well. Who can I tap on my networks? Am I missing out? Maybe I can partner with my other peer coaches. Maybe I can find some synergy. They may have their ideas, I may have my ideas, but can I find some synergy that can work together to move forward? And think about some strategic insights that I can gain from my contacts. Maybe I can ask people, hey, can you share me your thoughts about how you actually build a practice? Talk to your friends, right? Here at Coaching Changes Lives, encourage our coaches to engage each other, share ideas, and just have a discovery. Talk to people, have some ideas, have some insights. Watch some of my videos here where I share some insights as well in the coaching practice. And maybe you've come across some ideas, and then speak to your coach. Have your coach to guide you through. Have a coach to facilitate a conversation with you to go deeper in engaging what you're really looking for in your coaching practice. And the next area that you're going to look at is threats. Okay, what obstacles do I face at work? What could be my potential weaknesses be a threat to my work? What strengths could be a threat? What technologies could be a threat? So when we think about all this, we think about, hey, as much as these opportunities might be good, it might be a threat for me. When I think about my potential weakness, could it be a threat for me? When I think about my strengths, how could it be a threat to me? And when I think about technologies, could it be a threat to me? Because maybe I might be distracted with all the different technologies, and I'm missing out on the great opportunity that's there. For example, I know of some coaches who say, hey, Jed, I'm going to go to Facebook, I'm going to do Facebook marketing, I'm going to do this, because I just watch a Facebook ad video and say, I must do Facebook things. Then ask them one question: where is your target audience? Are they on Facebook? And then they realize, my target audience are not on Facebook, they are on Instagram. Okay, so perhaps your strategy then might be different. Oh, maybe my audience are not on Instagram, my audience on Twitter. Okay, then your approach might be different. So your threats, you want to take a step back and consider for yourself, what you are comfortable with doing might not be something that your clients are on. So think about the communication, where you're communicating your message to, it's going to be really important. For me, at Coaching Changes Lives, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have YouTube, we have Telegram, we have our website, and we have podcasts. We do all this because we want to spread the message out to the four corners of the earth and to let people know that coaching truly changes lives. What is our mission? Our mission is to engage people all around the world and empower them with the quality skills to really raise the standards of coaching, to raise the standard of the coaching practice so that they can inspire many and impact more lives. At the end of the day, my mission here at Coaching Changes Lives is to empower 1 million coaches around the world so that they are so skilled in their coaching practice. And if I can raise 1 million master certified coach around the world, guess what will happen? They now are able to impact more lives, because now they have the skill and the mastery level to really have a deep conversation, one conversation at a time. And that's going to be so impactful. And to me, one of the beautiful things in the coaching process is this: as much as we're building the business of coaching, we are also strengthening ourselves and growing ourselves in and within ourselves. And that's going to be so important. Why is that so important? Because as coaches, at the end of the day, it's not about telling people how much I know, but it's about, hey, how can I help you today? How can I serve you today? My last thought to you today, write that down. How can I serve you today? Look at your sheet now. You have SWOT and put down below, how can I serve you today? That's the question you ask your clients, and then write them down. How can I serve you today? What are some possible answers that you're expecting your clients to say to you? And when you evaluate that sheet, right, I want you to take a screenshot and share them in the comment section below and share with others. And I'll be sure to reply to your comments as well. And I'll look at them on a frequent basis to really give you some thoughts and some ideas as well as how you can go about really evaluating your snapshot of your business right now. So the SWOT analysis gives you a good snapshot of where you are right now and gives you a point of evaluation and say, hey, am I clear about where am I going? Am I clear about this process? Am I clear about that process? Do I need to change certain things? Do I need to move certain things else? Because with this, it gives you greater clarity about how you're going to move forward in your coaching practice. So I hope this video has helped you to get some clarity, and try this out. Remember to pause at each segment of the videos to pen this down. And if this video has helped you, give a thumbs up, and do remember to hit the subscribe button and notification bell to stay tuned for all the latest videos that we have for you, and leave a comment below so that I know that this has inspired you. If there are questions about this video, do post them down as well, and I hope that to create more videos as such to really inspire you and to help build a strong coaching community out there. So until next time, this is Jedi here at Coaching Genius Lives. Do stay tuned with me on all the social media platforms, on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I look forward to connecting with you very soon.